Jess, welcome back home from Vegas. This was like a month ago. You came back from Vegas a month ago.
It was a month ago. It's going to be hard to give a recap.
Do you want to thank me for saving you in Vegas?
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, so first we went to Vegas on Friday.
Who'd you go with?
I was in the car with Tiffany Lew and Tiffany Indrawan. And it was nice because the two Tiffs came with me to Las Vegas to keep me company while I go to the design conference. And we met up with Hannah, Regina, and Liz. Their purpose was to go to the Britney Spears concert, but we didn't want to go. We just wanted to go hang out on that weekend before the actual week of my design conference. So on Sunday, it was just me and the Tiffs, and we were at an Airbnb. And we were just relaxing, watching Friends. We played blackjack. And I was really good at blackjack. I won a lot of hands. We said, okay, it's time for dinner. Let's go out to get dinner. And I couldn't find my keys. And we looked everywhere in the room. And that was the only room we ever, sat in. Because it was a shared space. So there's no way that I could have been in another room. And then, so we couldn't find it. And I was kind of freaking out. And we called AAA to open up my car because we were thinking maybe the car key is in my car. And for an hour and a half, we were searching for my car keys and I could not find it. And we looked in the bathroom, underneath the toilet, in the trash can, on the sidewalk. We even looked at where the dogs were because there were dogs outside and we leaned over to look at the dogs. And the keys weren't there. And then I called Aaron because he wanted to FaceTime me to see it where I looked.
That's correct. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. By way of FaceTime.
Okay, yes. So, yes, we found the keys because Aaron was saying, did you look under the bed? And yes, we did look under the bed.
Did you, though?
We looked under the bed. One of the Tiffs even lifted the mattress and didn't see it. So, yes, thank you for helping us find the keys. But you have to believe us when we tell you that we did, lift the mattress to try and find it.
I believe that you did all of those things. I think my issue is that you're telling me that it wasn't there when you looked for it the first time. And it just so happened that when you looked for it the second time, it just happened to be there. So you're telling me that the keys moved from the first time you lost them.
You know what? I mean, thanks, Aaron, for helping us find the keys. Let's just leave it at that.
You're welcome. Anytime. I'm glad I can help.
Just don't get too prideful.
I'm not getting prideful. I'm not, I'm cool.
You are so cheesy right now.
I'm glad to help.
Put that cheese away.
I'm glad to help. Any other stories you want to share about Vegas?
It was a good trip overall. Surprisingly, we did not eat at a buffet. I didn't gamble with them. I mean, they kind of gambled on their own. We didn't watch any shows. We just stayed in the hotel room and hung out. But it was really fun.
This is the least Vegas-y trip of all time.
Yes, but it was so fun. And you were not there.
Wait,
to experience it.
Wait a minute. So it wasn't fun because I was not there.
It was fun because it was a girls' trip.
No, you know what? I mean, Vegas is cool, but I don't go clubbing. I'll eat, but I'm not a big gambler either. Mm-hmm. So I'm not exactly the ideal Vegas husband.
It's okay. Well, okay, the good thing about this trip is because we all went there and had a purpose. So the first 3 days after the Britney Spears concert we didn't go to, we were just working. They had to either study for school or one of them got to work from home. And I got to work remotely as well. And then the Wednesday, that's when I started my design conference and the other two continued to work. So we all had our purpose. We had our own thing going on. But during our lunch and our dinner and our breaks, that's when we hung out. And it was fun.
Yeah, I would be totally aimless in Vegas.
You got to go with a good group.
Very true.
We had a lot of luggage in the car. My friend brought 3 luggages, and we didn't want to take 2 trips. So we just grabbed everything and took one trip. And we're going down the escalator, And I'm thinking, okay, I have this basket, and I have my rolly luggage, and I have this like blanket or something. I'm thinking I cannot go down an escalator. And also, like, I have a fear of like going down like stairs, escalators, right? I need to like hold the rail. So I let my luggage go after I put the basket on the escalator. It went down well. The basket went down.
Wait, you sent the basket alone?
Yeah, I sent the basket alone. And they were waiting, the other two tiffs, they were waiting down the escalator, waiting for the basket. So after the basket was like 3/4 down the way, I thought, okay, I still can't go with just me and my luggage. So I'm going to leave my rolly luggage. It's like the airplane size, the carry-on size. So I left it on, and right when I let go, it was gone. It started flipping down the escalator. And the two tiffs were just like watching in fear while I'm thinking, should I be video recording this? I did not. And it barely missed the basket, but it still hit my basket, and my basket broke.
Oh.
And then they caught it.
Nobody was on the
escalator.
escalator.
It was scary. It was scary because my luggage handle was up and was flipping.
Nobody was on the escalator, so it didn't hit anybody.
No.
And did anybody see your luggage tumbling down the escalator?
Tumbling, yes. Oh, the worker, but she didn't say anything.
Did she laugh at you?
No, we were all just like, well, they were all just like, Jess, why did you do that? And
Were they laughing?
Were they laughing? No, not at first. They were kind of like, Jess, what are you doing? That's kind of stupid. I should have left my luggage there, went down the escalator, and came back up the escalator to pick up my luggage. But I was too lazy to take 2 trips.
Too lazy to take 2 trips. Yes, I think that is absolutely definitive of you. We never take 2 trips from our car to our home because you want us to carry everything in one trip.
Yes, there is a meme like that. I'd rather have my arms fall off than take 2 trips. Oh. I live by that a lot.
Yeah, I guess laziness is a good way to put it, or you could just say super productive with your time and resources available.
At that time, I thought it was a good idea. I really did.
There's something else that you're kind of lazy about, or maybe not lazy, super resourceful for. Mm-hmm. You just recently subscribed to Daily Look.
This is not. I don't think this is lazy. I think this is.
It's fun. It's fun, I think.
It's fun. So our friend Vanessa is a personal stylist, and she works for Daily Look. She told us about it, and I looked into it and thought, hey, it would be kind of fun. Can I try it, Erin? And actually, I think it might have been your idea first, because you wanted her to style you and your worship team.
I thought it would be hilarious if we get on stage and we're all like really
stylish.
Yeah, like stylish, fashionable, cool looking, hip. But then she said it's mostly for women, or I guess they don't do men yet. But I'd be okay with that still. I mean, I'd be okay, but...
I think she was open to styling you guys. But I think for her job, she does Daily Look. So that's what I wanted to do. And then so I just fill out all this questions. And actually, I did it in Vegas. And my box came in November, and I kept 3 items.
You did try them on in succession. It was like a little fashion show you were putting on.
That's true. I did it within 2 days, too, just to double check like what I liked and didn't care for.
Oh.
I'm wearing one now as well. I'm wearing a dress, a denim one.
It's a good look.
Thanks, Vanessa. I'm gonna get my next box in January because we'll be going on vacation in December. So.
Oh, so it's monthly, but you can put it on hold. Is that how? Oh, okay, nice.
So I'll wait for January, and then we'll see if I have a lot of clothes right now. So after January, I think I'll take a break and maybe I'll get a summer box.
I think that the boxes will probably get better as it goes on because Vanessa will see you and she'll say, "Oh, so you chose these items," and she'll see you wear them, and she'll probably get a better feel. Even more so than the questionnaire that you filled out.
That's true.
What is it? Dailylook.com? Is that
yeah. I mean, she got my style pretty correctly as well. And she sees me almost every week. But besides that, she's a good stylist.
She's a very good stylist. We subscribe to about maybe like close to 10 things right now. Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. Mm-hmm.
Netflix.
Yes.
Spotify.
Yes.
Disneyland annual passes.
You have 2 of those for one for each of us. Is that obvious?
What else do you have?
One Password.
One Password.
Which we really like and depend on now.
I can't go without One Password.
Dropbox. We're going to get Movie Pass. Actually, we were deciding if we should get Movie Pass.
This is what sparked our discussion.
We were counting how many subscriptions we did have and if we can afford it or if we should get one.
Yeah, there's probably more subscriptions I'm forgetting, but we subscribe to a lot of things. And you said that you would get rid of Spotify.
Out of all of those, I would.
And it was a struggle for me to get rid of Spotify because recently I've really liked using Spotify. I created my own playlists. It's hard for me to let go. You would think that we would get rid of the Disneyland pass first because it's the most expensive.
You would think, because it's not necessary.
Right.
But it's necessary.
We're too addicted to it.
It's kind of like if we stop now, then what happened to our 8 years of our AP?
Right. It's like you can't
just stop.
Yeah, you can't stop.
Another good thing about Spotify, I think that's why you would want to keep it, is because you recently did something.
Yes, I did. My band, Earth to Jupiter, is now on Spotify. You can listen to our album. I just recently uploaded it. And I plan to upload a couple more tracks around Christmas time. And going into 2018, I'll keep building up the catalog. And eventually, I'm going to write new tunes. And I think we're going to put them up on Spotify now.
Good job, Aaron. Congrats.
Thanks. I was emailing Warren about this. And Warren said that he felt like we're real musicians now, or something like that. What did you say?
On Spotify?
Yeah. I want to get his quote right.
It's about time, though, that you're on Spotify. Right now, Earth to Jupiter has about 3 monthly subscribers or 3 monthly listeners.
Yeah, he said we feel like a real musician. Yes. So everyone, please listen to Earth to Jupiter and please follow us on Spotify so there's more people than just me, Jess, Warren, and Leslie listening.
Yeah. And if you would maybe just want to leave it on repeat, just like overnight maybe, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Every play, how much does every play get you?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. 0.001 cents probably.
Yeah. I think by the end of like 5 years, you'll get like what?
$1.
Yeah.
And it'll be worth it. But yeah, Earth to Jupiter on Spotify. I feel like a real musician now. You know, I feel like this is the time. I feel like this is the time. The reason why I was encouraged to put my music on Spotify was because you and I went to a collaboration event.
Yeah, it was in Little Tokyo this year. So that was nice because it was in our neighborhood for society as well.
Yeah. Our friend Manpreet is helping like run that event, or she was helping run that event. I wanted to go to collaboration because I really am interested in the Asian American entertainment scene. So the collaboration theme, motto, or slogan is empowerment through entertainment. And they do focus on Asian Americans. And I'm super interested in that because I'm a musician. I should know and be knowledgeable about what's going on in the scene.
Right. And then that Saturday we went to, that was a conference.
Yes, it was a leadership development conference. And even though, yeah, I'm a musician, I'm really interested in that leadership stuff because I feel like they talked about business. They talked about marketing. There were speakers and there were panels and stuff. One of the panels was with some musicians. And there's a musician there named Travis Atreo. And he said, yeah, like streaming is the new way of music distribution. And not only does he get his music to fans, but he's able to generate income off of streams. And I don't have millions of fans or anything like that, so I'm not really into it for the streams, although it would be nice. But I've always wanted to get my music into people's hands. I've tried physically making CDs. I've tried putting music on YouTube. I've tried burning MP3s of my own music and just handing them out. But I listen to music on Spotify. It would make sense if I can get Earth to Jupiter music on Spotify so people can just have it wherever they are streaming.
That's true, and I'm glad you guys put it on.
So I was literally empowered through
That's
entertainment.
True. And you actually got to talk to Travis.
I did. We ran into each other in the bathroom. Okay, so they had like a Q&A panel, but I didn't ask any questions. But I ran into him in the bathroom, and I asked him what the long-term plan was. That was my question to him. And he said, you know what, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep producing, keep making content, and keep learning and growing. I was grateful that he made the time just to stop and talk to me in the bathroom. Yeah, so it was kind of a nice little private meeting I had with him in the bathroom, if that's what you want to call it.
That was a fun encounterment, yeah.
That's probably my best memory from that. Oh, but another good memory is when I ran across Little Tokyo to get straws for our milk teas that we provided.
Was that a good memory?
I was sweating. I was wearing like a lot of layers, and I
Like
ran.
you normally do, yeah.
Yeah. Snow Society provided milk teas for the morning.
Yeah, we had drinks and boba for them. So we provided 4 different types of drinks, and we drove to the location and we dropped it off. And Aaron drove the car back to our shop so he can park the car, and he came back. Then he was like, wait, what about the boba straws? And I said, sorry, I forgot them. And then so you ran all the way back to our shop with getting the boba straws, and then you came back.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. I got my exercise in for the day. I was kind of antsy as I was waiting for the crosswalk. And, normally, like, yeah, you could just, like, walk across, whatever. But, there's policemen there. I don't want to be that guy. And so I was really, like, trying to go fast. And there was this, like, grandma, like, standing next to me.
Really?
And I was just talking out loud. I was like, come on. I need to
talking
go.
out loud?
Yeah, I was really, like...
That is not unlike you.
I didn't want to be the guy that did not provide straws for the teas.
You're right. That's a crucial item that we needed.
Yeah, but we got it to work, and I think it was a success. I like to think of myself as an artist. I don't know if I told you this, but Warren and Leslie, they had a pumpkin carving thing, and I carved my first pumpkin, or I think it's my first pumpkin. I don't know if I've done a pumpkin carving before, but this is the most recent one that I can remember doing.
Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. I enjoyed being with everyone and just having a good time. The carving was fine, but I enjoyed the party.
What did you carve?
Well, I was first gonna carve Martin Luther, but I think
That is very difficult.
he was an advanced carve, and so I decided to carve Jesus. I think Jesus was an
Really?
intermediate carve. Yeah.
Wait, so how did you do it? I don't think, and I haven't seen a photo of this either. So
Oh,
how did you do it?
I'll put it in the show notes, I guess. I don't know.
You have a photo.
I do have a photo.
Oh.
Warren printed out like a stencil thing, so I didn't like freehand carve it. I'm not that. This is my first carving. It's like if you look for Jesus, you can see Jesus, but if you're not looking for Jesus, it just looks kind of like random shapes.
Did you keep your Jesus pumpkin?
I think it was going bad the next day.
Really?
or
Or the
two.
next day, huh?
Yeah, it had an odor to it. So
you had to throw
I had to let
Jesus
it
away.
I had to Yeah, I had to let Jesus go.
Just physically, but
He would
internally.
never let me go, but I had to let him go this time.
That's deep.
That's heretical, sacrilegious. The thing that I appreciate about the pumpkin carving is that you're making something with your hands. And even though I make music with my hands, you need to play an instrument. There's something very different about carving something into it's tactile, it's getting dirty. Because we're in the digital age, I feel that like making physical art is special. It's unique. You made a piece of physical art, or you went to an art class recently.
Yeah, so I went to a weaving class.
Yeah.
I went with Kirstie. We went to Marianne Moody's class. She's from Australia. So she taught us intermediate weaving. She talked about color theory. We got to start our loom. That's where you actually weave with. And she just showed us her process of how she starts off with an idea and then makes it come to life. So right now I am in the middle of weaving. I haven't touched it in 3 weeks, but my goal is to finish it before the end of Christmas.
Is this something that you wanted to do? Have you always wanted to weave?
I think I like to get my hands into these different arts and crafts, but do I really want to settle and pursue this art and craft? No, I think I still like graphic design, and I hopefully forever will, but all these tactile things, like, I think I just want to learn how to do it. Like, the next thing I want to do is a cake decorating. It's just like a 10-week thing going on in Alhambra next year, so I want to try that. Will I actually decorate cake? in the future? No, but I think it'll be kind of fun.
I think it's good to have experience making other types of art.
That's true, yeah.
It's like cross-training, you know, like in different disciplines. Even though it's not related to your field, it kind of has some type of relation to it. Like it's still art, right? It's still making something. I think you can still get inspired by it, or I think you can still feel motivated by it.
And it's nice to learn technically how to make stuff in that type of art, in that medium.
I think being creative is, I do see it as a muscle in a sense. Do you see creativity as a muscle that you need to exercise?
That is my favorite type of exercise, yes. You really like that?
Yeah, that was a good joke. That was a good joke. Our friends are pretty creative. We recently threw a Halloween
Yes.
Reformation
Yes.
Disneybounding party. Did we talk about this in the other?
I don't think so, because this was after Vegas.
Okay.
Yes, so I love parties. I love to throw parties, especially themed parties. So we threw a Disneybounding Reformation party. We had our friends dress up in Disney costume.
They're not Disney costumes.
I'm sorry, inspired by Disney people? Disney characters.
Yeah.
So we had a costume contest for Disneybounding, which is a costume that is inspired by a Disney character. And we had a lot of creative costumes that night. We had a game where you had to guess which Disney character that person was, and we had a contest, and you had to vote for which one was your favorite costume. The winner of the person who guessed the most was Tim Lee.
It was Tim, our friend Tim.
Yeah, Tim, another Alhambra friend.
He's very knowledgeable about Disney, actually.
That's true. It was really good. There was like 30 people here, so he guessed the most. And the winner of the best costume went to Alison Fung.
Yes, she dressed up as
Edna Mode.
from The Incredibles.
And it was good. It was good. Her and her husband had a good costume. Her husband dressed up as Flynn Rider.
Flynn Rider. It was pretty accurate
Yeah.
to the character. Did you have a favorite costume that did not win?
Oh, you know what? I liked your brother's costume, Nate Lee, but it was only until after he explained what he was. Did you know what he was beforehand?
I had no idea what he was.
He was wearing a tan shirt and like a yellow gold pants and had jewelry, like Mardi Gras beads around his,
Right.
around his neck. And he was dressed up as the lamp from Aladdin.
Right.
That was really clever.
It was a little abstract. I think that's why he couldn't get the win.
Yeah, but it was good.
It was good.
It was smart.
You liked Hannah's too, right?
Yes, Hannah was, I want to say Smeagol.
Smeagol's from Lord of the
I know.
Rings.
The guy from Peter Pan with the blue and white striped shirt.
Mr. Smee.
Mr. Smee.
Yeah,
Smee?
she was Mr. Smee.
Yeah, that was good. Who was your favorite?
My favorite was my friend Liz.
Why? Are you going to make fun of her? Don't
I'm
make fun of her.
No, I'm not going to make fun of her.
What did she dress up as?
Liz came dressed exactly wearing the Disneyland costume of Snow White.
She wore it well.
She did wear it well. If anyone pulled it off, it was Liz. But Liz did not understand the concept of Disneybounding.
Until later that night.
So,
but it's okay.
I met Liz and John in the parking lot, and they're like, "So how are the other costumes?" And I said, "Oh, they're good." And then they said something like, "Oh, how's ours compared to theirs?" And I said, "Oh, you guys are a little extra, but I think it will be good." I didn't want them to turn around and take off their costumes. I wanted them to come inside.
Yeah, but they're a good sport about it.
They were. Liz and John, if you're listening to this, I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Yes.
I voted for her best costume, by the way.
Oh, you did?
I did. We kind of had another party recently. This was not really a party, a house party, a weekend trip.
Yeah, so after Vegas, me and the two Tiffs, we drove to Indio and met up with our friends. And that's where I met up with you again, Aaron.
Yes.
To Indio.
Right.
Anyway, we just rented an Airbnb for 2 days, 2 nights.
Shout out to Chris for making it happen.
Yes, thanks, Chris. And it was nice. We just stayed indoors the whole time. There was a pool. Tim Lee and Joss was in charge of the food. And that's all we needed. We just hung out. Oh, there's floaties. That was fun. There's a pineapple. There's a swan.
Chris said it was going to be the most basic trip ever.
Did you think it was basic?
I mean, we did all the stuff, didn't we?
It was fun.
It was a
wanna
lot of
go
fun.
again.
I would recommend everyone just go take a weekend trip somewhere with your friends and hang out.
So it's actually surprisingly, we do go to a lot of trips because we're going to another one in 2 weeks.
Yes. Where are we going?
We're going to Hong Kong to meet up with my parents. And then we're going to China where it's just going to be us two. And we're going to meet up with my aunt.
Right.
And stay at her place.
I don't know if I'm going to be online, like doing stories and stuff. I want to. I kind of want to. I've been trying to pivot to video.
Do they allow Instagram or Facebook in one of those places?
I hope so, because how are we going to Instagram Disney stuff?
That's the thing. You just have to be offline, Aaron. You have to enjoy the moment.
Oh.
Anyway, it'll be fun because this wasn't really planned. It was planned, but my parents said they were going. So we said, maybe we should go this year. We don't have a family. We can travel. We wouldn't want to go to Hong Kong and China with our kids because it'd be a lot. And we're going to Hong Kong Disney and China Disney. That is like our main purpose. It's our goal.
Yeah, it was a goal. It was a goal that we had, you and me.
So what are you looking forward to on our trip?
I'm looking forward to drinking a lot of milk tea and experiencing Shanghai Disneyland.
I'm looking forward to the Disney aspect of both trips as well.
Nice.
But then before we go on our trip though, I wanted to get a Christmas tree so we can enjoy it because we are having my family side over for Christmas, and that is a good reason to buy a fake Christmas tree.
Yeah, we have a Christmas tree now in our living room.
Are you happy with it? You're happy with it because I am very happy with it.
Yeah, I'm happy that you're happy.
I appreciate that.
Having a tree does add some Christmas cheer to our home. I enjoy sitting there and looking at the tree, I'm not going to lie.
Thanks. Makes me want to look at the tree now.
But what about Thanksgiving?
What about it?